Hey guys, Ivan here. So the 2025 Mr. Olympia wrapped up last night, and in this video we'll talk about what exactly happened. We got the scorecards, we got the videos and the photos, so let's begin with the classic physique. So as you guys know, the winner is Ramon Dino. In second we had Mike Sommerfeld, in third Terence Ruffin, in fourth Jose Manuel, and in fifth Niall Darwin. By the way, I'm sorry for not making the video earlier, guys. It's a time difference, man. 9 hours. We are 9 hours ahead here, so I couldn't stay awake all night last night like I did for the pre-judging. And here I am now. We already know the results. I'm not breaking any news. We're gonna do a little deeper analysis in this video. So, as far as the classic physique, Ramon Dino, do I agree with this? Well, look, I agree only because I just don't like short physiques all that much, to be honest with you guys. I mean, if you look at a lineup with, let's say, Chris Bumstead, Wesley Wissers, Ramon Dino, Jose Manuel, Niall Darwin, it definitely looks way more aesthetic. That's why I liked classic physique so much. I kind of accepted that open bodybuilding is different. I accepted that we're going to have shorter physiques, short, blocky, stocky physiques in open bodybuilding. But classic physique for me always was about aesthetics, and height, in my opinion, plays a big role in that. Height, in my opinion, is one of the metrics of being classic. And for that reason, I like that Ramon won. However, based on the judging criteria in IFBB Pro League, based on what Tyler Mannion said so many times so far, it doesn't make sense that Ramon won. We got the scorecards right here, and while we knew the top 5, here we can see the top 10. So Michael the Bull was in 8th, Matthew Grego was in 10th, Fabian Myers in 11th, Logan Franklin all the way down to 12th, Breon Ainsley 14th, guys. This guy won the classic physique 2 times, and he doesn't look that much worse nowadays. I mean, yeah, he's 45 now, and some of his muscles did melt a little bit, but he looks good. Like, compared to his best, this is pretty decent look, and he placed all the way down to 14th, which kind of means the criteria is changing, in my opinion. Logan Franklin, one of the favorites to win the Mr. Olympia, a Arnold Classic runner-up, ending up all the way down in 9th. How did this happen? Honestly, he looks like he's using fake gear. But literally, he looks so soft, man. It's not just the conditioning, he just looks so soft. There is no hardness. He looks smaller, softer, less conditioned, way less conditioned. Overall, just didn't have that pop, that polish that he had at the Arnold Classic. So, well-deserved 12th spot. Now, if you look at the scorecard, you will see that Terence Ruffin was firmly at that third. There was no debate of him taking even second, let alone winning the Mr. Olympia. Why is this? Is it because he's a shorter guy as well? I don't think so. I mean, he still placed third. So I'm not sure exactly what happened here. And there are 2 possible arguments to explain this result right here. One would be that it was way different in person compared to the videos and the photos that we got online, and the other would be that the criteria is different. And the third would be that maybe politics played some sort of a role. Maybe they did not want Mike to be the champion because of all the controversy about his height, and I don't know for what reason they wouldn't want Terence to be the representation of the sport of the classic physique, but they picked Ramon Dino, who is Brazilian, who doesn't even speak proper English, so I don't know if the politics have anything to do with this. I think they picked him because of his look. They just liked his look here. Now, based on the criteria that we know so far, that Tyler Mannion explained to us many times, he said it. He said that Mike Sommerfeld is classic. That's what classic physique is supposed to look like in terms of structure. So based on Tyler Mannion, the vice president of the IFBB, Mike Sommerfeld has the right structure for classic physique, and then they look at the muscularity and the conditioning, the presentation, stuff like that. In my opinion, guys, Mike's presentation was so much better than Ramon's. Ramon's posing is still amateurish. And if you look at the conditioning, for example, Ramon basically had no lines in his glutes. He had barely any lines. You know, his conditioning was okay, but it wasn't Ramon's best conditioning, and it wasn't as good as Mike's or Rough Diesel's conditioning. And then, if you look at the muscularity, you'll see a huge difference, especially in the back, man. It's a huge difference. Mike just packs on so much more size in that back. Yeah, maybe he cheated at the weigh-ins. I don't know what he did, but he looks bigger. That's just it. On the stage, Mike had a lot more muscle, was in better condition. Check out the side chest. Huge difference, guys. Huge difference in muscularity. Now, of course, these photos are not proportionate. We're not talking about the overall size, just about the muscularity. And Mike had more muscularity, more conditioning, much better presentation and posing. And for some reason, he did not win this. And also, for some strange reason, Rough Diesel placed third. I am not sure why this happened, what was the reasoning here. I'm looking forward to hearing Tyler's explanation, but based on what I'm seeing, I think Mike Sommerfeld did in fact get robbed. Unless, again, it was completely different in person, which I doubt really was the case. It can't be that much different, guys. Come on, like, Ramon can't be that much bigger. I mean, he's obviously much smaller than Mike. I mean, he's packing less muscle on that frame, so no, I did not have Ramon winning this show. I had him in third, to be honest. I had Rough Diesel in second. I checked out the Nick Strength and Powers video, and what he said is that once he took a look at these two guys standing there waiting for the award, he knew that Ramon was gonna win it because he just looks better standing here. Is that really an argument? That's all the explanation that Nick came up with. That's not an argument. It's not about who looks more impressive just standing there. You know, Mike is definitely more relaxed here. He's not really posing. Ramon is kind of posing a little bit. That's not an argument. In the poses, in my opinion, at least, the way I see it. Maybe I'm blind or something. I'm delusional. You guys tell me if you disagree with me. Okay, that's okay. Feel free to tell me if you disagree with me. But the way I saw it, Mike was bigger, more conditioned, had better posing and presentation, and in my opinion, deserved to win based on the IFBB judging criteria. The only reason why I would go with Ramon Dino instead is because of the height. And that's it. I personally prefer the classic physique champion to be taller, and I would like to see more taller guys in the top call-out, in the classic physique, but, you know, sometimes you have a shorter guy who has all the other criteria met, like Rough Diesel and Mike Sommerfeld, and you just can't deny these guys. But maybe if you choose a Mr. Olympia winner, you can actually, you know, overlook some of the things the other guys have and choose the taller guy. I mean, that's the way I see it. That's the only reasoning I have for why Ramon Dino won this show. But whatever you guys think, tell me down below in the comment section. But hey, maybe I got it wrong. Let's take a look at this comparison one more time from the finals right here. So front double bicep. Let's focus on Ramon and Mike right here because they were 1 and 2. And yeah, I had Ramon in third, actually, and Rough Diesel in second. But in this photo, at least right here from the finals, he looks significantly softer than at the pre-judging, but I think he just didn't flex properly. They took this photo at the wrong moment. So as far as Ramon Dino versus Mike in the front double, I mean, Mike's lats are popping out more. His waist may not necessarily be smaller than Ramon's, but his torso is shorter and his lats are bigger, so it creates a pretty good V-taper. As far as the legs, Mike has bigger legs. I would say Mike has bigger everything, basically, even the arms, I would say. Maybe he doesn't have peakier biceps, but more massive arms, better conditioning overall, and in the videos you can see that his posing was a lot better. So I have Mike winning the front double. Now as far as the abs and thighs, I would say Mike has better abs. Quads also bigger. As far as conditioning here in the quads, it's very similar, but Mike's midsection is drier, more conditioned. Yeah, Ramon has the height, but that's where it ends for me. Overall, I think Mike is a better bodybuilder here. Okay, this side chest is probably not fair to judge because Mike has a better angle here, but I don't think it would be much different if they were actually at the same angle. I think Mike is just phenomenal in that side chest. He looks like a freaking bodybuilder. That's how much size he packs. So I definitely have Mike winning the side chest. And in the back double, come on, man. You can't tell me that Ramon is winning this. I mean, it's definitely closer than I thought based on the live stream. And these photos here are really high quality. You can see exactly what is going on. So I think Mike is winning the back double as well. I think his back is bigger, his shoulders are bigger, his lower body is more massive, and conditioning is also a little bit better. Favorite classic pose, it's impossible to judge, it's basically whose physique do you prefer, and because of the height, I would give it to Ramon, but really, if I'm looking at his physiques right here, I think Mike looks better. Again, yes, it's a smaller version of Mike, it's not the Mike at 212 pounds, it's the 204 Mike, but still, it's a very good Mike Sommerfeld. So yeah, I'm definitely surprised with the result here. I'm not saying that I don't like this result, I'm just saying I'm confused. I don't see how Ramon actually won this. And there is another thing also about what Mike was doing with his trunks. You know, he was pulling them way up, which is forbidden by the IFBB rules. So that may have affected his placement here. But if it really was a problem, they would probably tell him to stop doing it. They wouldn't just let him do it the whole show and then punish him in the end. I don't know. Maybe that's that. I don't think so. I'm not sure why they went with Ramon Dino. Again, aside from the height. And I'm not happy that Mike lost because I made all those videos about him. I made videos about him because that's just journalism, guys. You know, there is stuff about him, and if I don't make a video about it, somebody else will. So I was making videos about what was the relevant topic at the time. I don't have anything against Mike personally. If he won this, I would be happy because I think he deserved it. He had the best physique. But yeah, again, because of the height, I prefer that Ramon is a champion because, in my opinion, the way I see it, height plays a role in being classic. But I don't think the IFBB sees it that way, and for some reason they went with Ramon. You guys tell me down below whatever you think. If you are not from Brazil, but you actually had Ramon Dino. If that was the case, tell me down below. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And for more videos like this about Mr. Olympia and other bodybuilding stuff, subscribe to my channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. All the best and bye-bye.